This is a Ford Ranger pickup truck, and to start one of these beasties, you normally need a battery this big. However, I can show you, you can throw your big old batteries away and replace them with a full throttle, pure lead AGM battery. And this little battery is powerful enough to start this truck. But we are not gonna make it easy. We're gonna put this in the freezer overnight. So tomorrow morning, we're gonna come back in here and start this truck with this battery in a frozen condition. So we're gonna get the Ford Ranger ready for our battery test. I'm gonna pop the bonnet open. So those of you who are fairly eagle-eyed will already notice that we've changed the battery on here, because you'll see it says built Ford tough. However, maybe not quite as tough as Ford say, because the OEM battery fell within about 6 months and we changed it for a good quality full throttle AGM pure lead battery. It's a lot larger than you actually need to start the vehicle, but we wanted some extra power in there for ancillary loads, etc. What we're going to do is, if I get the cable set, is we're going to take the negative off the battery here. We're going to connect that to the negative crock clip on here. We're going to take the positive and attach to the positive of the battery. And then the other end, we have an Anderson plug. We're going to make up a little Anderson lead to go on the small full throttle AGM battery that we're going to test, so we can just plug it in as soon as it comes out of the freezer. So the truck is fully set up, and I've just set up the battery as well. You'll see I've connected a positive and a negative to an Anderson connector. And the reason we've got that is that when we yank it out of a freezer in the morning, it hasn't got time to come up to temperature. We plug it straight in and boom, and away we go. So opening up the freezer, we have a temperature sensor. It's currently at minus 4.9 degrees, minus 5, so it's below freezing, which is what we wanted to do. It will drop to about minus 20 overnight, but let's put that back in there. The battery goes in. You'll notice I put it in on its side. One of the really cool things about a full throttle battery is that they can be mounted in any orientation. So you can put them in spaces you wouldn't never normally put a battery. They're also spill proof, and also they can be shipped via airliner or via normal courier, which is a great boon. In fact, I've got a few mates of mine who actually use these on microlights. The other thing I'm going to put in there is a bottle of water, just to prove that it has been in there overnight and it is below freezing. So we're going to close that up. The time is 10 past 5 in the evening. I'm going to go home and we're going to start that truck in the morning. Good morning. It is just after 9 o'clock next morning, and I've returned back to the freezer to see how we're getting on with the battery. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the freezer up. We're going to check the temperature, check our bottle of water is frozen, pick up the battery. We're going to walk over to the truck and we're going to start it. So let's do it. Here we go. Yep, definitely frozen. And the freezer is at minus 20 degrees. Here's our frozen battery, and you can even see the frost on it. There we go. So that's truly frozen. Okay, let's go. Okay, so I've just put the battery on now. My hands are freezing, it's so cold. Right, okay, so we're going to connect the battery to the truck using the Anderson connector. And then I've just got to take the other end off, take the other battery out of circuit. So look at the existing one in the truck. We're just going to take that negative off, so you can see it's fully disconnected. So the truck is only working off the frozen full throttle battery. So let's get inside and let's try to start it. Now, we're asking an awful lot of this very small battery, so I don't know how this is going to go, but let's give it a try. You ready? 1, 2, 3. And look at that, it's running. Ah, so awesome. So that frozen battery is just 20 ampere hours, and even in the frozen state, it's still capable of starting this Ford Ranger pickup truck. And we can see it's still disconnected, it's doing its thing, it's running. And it goes to show that you can rely on these batteries in even the most extreme environments. So there you go, you've seen the power of our range of Fullriver full throttle batteries. And as you can see, we have a warehouse full of batteries ready for next day delivery.